Hey Tommy, how you doing? I don't know if you can tell. Well, no, you probably can't. You probably don't know my voice. It's not normally this deep. All right, I have a cold. I don't know if you want to come up or not, Tommy. That's what that link's there for. I don't know what the heck's going on with this other one. Try this again. Uh, hey, Jillian, how you doing, Jillian? Thanks for coming. Hey, Mike, married to a beautiful woman. I'm trying to get my. This one phone's not wanting to work. I don't know what's going on with it. Let's make sure it's connected to the internet. Yeah, it says it's connected. Hey, Jalen, again, thank you for coming. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Now, Mike knows my voice, knows it's not normally this deep. But now we'll see what happens here. It's not wanting to do anything yet. Just plain blank. Well, I'm going to wait for a while, but I am going to go ahead and tell people here in a little bit my itinerary. I am going to the Philippines this year. I've already bought my tickets. I have a couple reservations made up. When I first get there, I'll be staying at one hotel for 2 days. That'll be on Mactan Island. And then I will move downtown and into Cebu City itself for 8 days. Cindy, how you doing? Thanks for coming. Uh, like I said, my voice is a little deeper than normal because I have a cold. That's what happens with my when I get a cold. Some people's voices go the other way, but mine gets a little deeper. Now, when I'm really tired, my voice gets a little wanky. I mean, you can. It doesn't sound this way. It doesn't sound like my normal voice either. So, if you get to when you get to know me, or if you get to know me, you'll know when I'm really tired just because of the way my voice sounds. You're hearing how my voice sounds when I have a cold. Hey Tim, thanks for coming, man. Like I said, my voice does get deeper when I have a cold. Uh, Sometimes I think it sounds good, but I don't feel good with it. So, Daddy sing bass, Mama sing tenor. I'm sorry, some of you don't know the country songs, but that's what that's from. But yeah, I'm going to wait until we get a few more people here. We don't have that many here right now. But like I said, I already booked my flight, already paid for it. We've already paid for both hotels. 10 days total. Like I said, two at the first one, 8 days at the second one. The second one is if you follow Dan, he stayed at the second one before. Matter of fact, him and Minnie really liked that hotel. Matter of fact, that's one of the reasons why I picked the second hotel. The main reason I picked the first hotel is it's there on Mactan Island. It's only a few minutes from the airport, and from what their ad says, they pick you up from the airport. So I think that's a good thing. It'll make it easier. I'm not going to give the exact times. I'll give you the exact dates. I'll do that. Uh, but I'll be getting in late at night when I get to the Philippines. I'll be leaving early in the morning from the United States. And but like I said, hey Leah, how you doing? Thanks for coming. So yeah, we'll see what's going on with everybody else, and I'm trying to get the I forget what you guys call them, but the gifts together. Uh, we call them gifts, presents, whatever. Uh, when I meet up with some of you guys, I'll have a couple different things for everybody. I can't say everybody. I have quite a few people. Uh, I don't think I'll meet more than what I got. I think I got more than I'll need, but we'll see. And trying to get more and more stuff, and this is just not coming up over here. I do not know what's going on with it. I mean, you get the arrow like it's going to come up, and it just doesn't come up. So I have no clue what's going on there. I was trying to bring up my. Let's see if my regular channel will come up. I doubt it because it won't even. Go over here. Okay, that comes up my studio. No, it's just not coming up. I have no clue why. Showing connected. It's not coming up. Let me just turn it off and try it again. That's not going to work. Do it this way. That's what I'm looking for. Let that go off for a couple minutes. Dan, how you doing, man? I was just telling. I'm kind of waiting a little bit to see how many more people show up. Uh, like I said, Jerry. I'm sorry. I was at G Plan. Thanks for coming, guys. I'm having trouble with one of my phones, but that's all right. That's the way it goes sometimes. Uh, all right, Mike. I'm going to send a box over to the wife and the family. That's good. And shall I go ahead and tell everybody what's going on, or shall I wait? How do you guys want me to do this? All right, we'll just go ahead and do it. I don't know how much longer we should wait. We've been going here for almost 10 minutes. Well, we'll wait a couple more minutes and then we'll go. All right, G Plan, I'm going to wait till I've been going for a little over 8 minutes. When I hit 10 minutes, I'll go ahead and start. I'll go ahead and tell everybody what's going on and get that going. So, like I said, but I am going to the Philippines. I'll tell you the month. I'm going in May. So I will leave here in May and I will arrive there in May. So it's in May. Yeah. But yeah. So like I said, we'll wait till I got a minute and then I'll go ahead and do it in 1 minute. There, G Plan. Uh, so we'll get that going here in just a minute. Give some more people time to show up if they want to show up. Yeah, Dan, come on up. I got it. It's there. Come on up. You're more than welcome, Dan. I thought I posted the link. Dan already knows when I'm coming. I've already told Dan. So, You come on up, Dan. How you doing, Dan?
Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Lazy Larry Lee Live.
All right. As you can tell, I have my voice is off. That's because I have a cold. Some people's voices get weaker. Mine happens to get deeper. There's not much I can do about that. It's just the way it is.
Oh, maybe
All
I'll
right.
take the hat off.
All right, everybody. We're going to go ahead and let you know what's going on. We've been doing it for over 10 minutes now, almost 11. All right. I made my flight plans. I'm going to Cebu. I'm leaving New York on the 18th of May, and I will arrive in Cebu on the 19th of May. Now, like I said, I'm leaving early in the morning in New York, and I'll be arriving late at night in Cebu. My flight will consist of me leaving Albany Airport. I'm flying right out of Albany. I'm flying to Chicago. Then from Chicago, I'm flying to Montreal. From Montreal to Tokyo. And then from Tokyo to Cebu. So I won't be going through Manila. So like I said, I'll be landing in Mactan. There's a hotel over there I got for a really reasonable price. And on their ad, it says they pick up and take people to and from the airport. And they have a breakfast buffet. So I booked 2 days there. And then from there, I'm going to go to, and I'll even tell you the name of this next one because it's one of Dan and Man Minnie's favorite hotels. I'm going to 18 Suites Hotel in Cebu. Now, I'm going to stay there for about 8 days while I try to find a more permanent place to stay. That's all right. Jerry, I've checked on flights that would have only had one stop. And that was either in San Francisco or Los Angeles. So I'd have to fly. Oh, by the way, I had to find my way down to JFK in New York City. So you might as well say 2 stops. And to get to New York City, I could get a shuttle bus out of Albany, New York. It'll take me right to JFK. But that's about a 4-hour ride. So you want to talk about tired? You take a 4-hour ride down to JFK, and you want to make sure you're there at least 3 hours early, because this way, if anything happens on the trip that causes you to run late, you've got that extra time built in. I actually was trying to make it. It's going to be about, if I went that route, would have been almost 8 hours from the time I started to the time I flew out. Then it's about almost a 6-hour flight. I think that's maybe counting the layover to Los Angeles. And then you fly to Cebu, if I remember. No. Then you flew to Taipei. Then you flew to Cebu. And that was like 28 hours and something from LA to JFK to LA. Then by the time you got to Cebu, it was around 28 hours, a little over. The route I'm going, counting layovers, is only going to be about 27 hours. So there's more stops, but shorter layovers. And plus, like I said, from Albany to Chicago is only a little over an hour flight. You go from JFK to Los Angeles, you're talking about almost a 6-hour flight. Hey, Jerry.
Hey, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. See the top of your head, and you need to lower the phone down a little bit.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was going to show the horse. I'm going to sign out, sign back in so I can show the horse.
All right.
Let me see.
But, all right, Jerry's going to sign out there. All
No,
right.
I gotta see how to sign out.
Okay. But but yeah, so and if I went through LA, it was just the flight itself was going to be $75 to $80 more just from LA to there. I mean, from JFK to LA than the rest of the trip. That was like 600, and we won't get an exact amount, but a little over 600. And flying out of plus, then I had to pay to get down to JFK, which is going to be another $80 to $100. Now flying out of Albany, it's less than $550 one way. So you're looking at about $150 to $200 cheaper. So that's one of the reasons why I'm going that route. I don't know what's going on here.
Everything looks good on the big screen.
You got it on the TV?
Yeah. And on my phone, everything looks good. It looks wonderful.
There's Jerry. Hey,
That's
Jerry,
reverse.
welcome back.
The thing is in reverse. The camera,
Yeah.
because the horse is facing this way, but it's in reality it's facing the other way. You know
Okay.
how when you do the selfie,
Yeah, it's the camera's not what they call mirrored.
and exactly, it's the horse is, you can see the horse facing that way.
Yeah.
So,
But it
that way,
looks
but in
like he's
reality,
facing left, but he's actually facing right.
yep, it's the wrong ways. Are you gonna do the Frogger once you get there in Cebu City?
Am I going to do what when I get to Cebu City?
Yeah, we play the Frogger game.
Province game.
The Frogger that Chris in Cebu.
Yeah. I'll be playing the Froggers game in New York, in Cebu City.
Yeah, I did that.
I don't think there's any way out of playing the Froggers game. You know what we're talking about, Dan? We used to always tell Chris and Cebu had to. It was Frogger.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
it. I don't think I'm going to try that ever again, unless there's a traffic cop there.
I'm going to follow the locals.
Yeah.
Tina Marie,
Oh,
how
well.
you doing, Tina?
They'll still aim for you first, Larry.
Huh?
They'll aim for you first, even if you're.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. You're an easy target, bro.
I stand out like a sore thumb.
So do I. They'll actually aim for you.
Oh, yeah. 100 points to hit that big one.
Yeah, they caught him the traffic enforcer over there.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, there's that one part where they have the traffic enforcer and you got to wait for him to show up. Sometime he's on break or trying to make time with one of the ladies. Everybody knows that every traffic enforcer has a special lady somewhere.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I can't blame him.
Yeah.
As long as he's single, I can't blame him. Now it's a whole different ball game if he's married.
Yeah.
They like the uniform. The Filipinos like the uniform.
Well, damn, I'm gonna have to buy one then, aren't I?
Yep.
Yeah, if you bring your security officer uniform over, especially with the badge, oh my gosh, they will go crazy, Larry. You won't be lazy, Larry. You'll be crazy, Larry.
How about if I just wear the high profile vest? It says security on the back.
Oh, oh my gosh. They will swoon over you, my friend.
I have one of those. I haven't I wear high profile jackets, but they're way too warm for the Philippines.
Oh my gosh. Listen.
I used to work outside a lot. And so I worked in truck yards and construction areas. So you had to wear high profile clothing. So I had the high profile vest for the summer months when it was nice and warm. And then the jackets, I have two jackets, one for fall and spring and one for winter. And Tina, I'm leaving on the 18th, early in the morning from Albany. No, I'm not packed. That's the 18th of May. I do have some of the gifts that I'm going to be giving out.
Pasalubong.
Yeah, don't ask me to remember how to say that. All right, but I have some of them. I don't have them all.
How do you say it, Larry? How do you say that, Jerry? Is it
Pasalubong.
pasalubong?
Yeah, pasalubong.
Pasalubong. Pasalubong.
Yeah, I took a whole bunch of them. And Tox gave me a whole bunch more than what I gave her.
Did you take her the Hershey Kisses with almonds?
Yeah, I gave her the Almond Joy, Kisses with almonds, and golly, there was another candy. And a 3-pound bag of pistachios.
Well,
What? Wow, you're very generous.
Yeah, you know how the Filipinos will distribute amongst the family.
Yeah.
And then I gave her a dollar bill, a US, Mexican pesos. I gave her Mexican souvenirs. So yeah, but she gave me a lot more than what I gave her.
Well, what I'm giving, I'm going to be giving. I have a magnet, refrigerator magnets. I got one from for New York State, and one from Indiana. So
Well, I gave Tox magnets the first time in 2023, but she was living in La Union back then.
Like I said,
You know about refrigerator magnets. I have a quick story. My Hard Rock Cafe refrigerator magnets, they have been disappearing. So every time I would go into a Hard Rock Cafe, I would buy a magnet, and they aren't inexpensive. They're like $20.
Yeah.
And I can't find all of them. They've all disappeared.
Well, mine aren't as expensive as $20 magnets, but they're not.
Yeah.
But I did get the big ones, and they're like 4 or 4.5 by 3.5, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Good size magnets. And then I'm going to give some other things. The others I will keep a little more close to my vest. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I plan on getting the gold coins, the gold $1 coins.
Yeah.
And those out as well.
Oh, can you still get those? I didn't know you could still get those. That'd be a nice gift to give out.
I got to get those slowly. Every time I go into the bank, when they have some, I buy them.
Yeah.
Where I'm working at now, before they changed the vending machine system, you put bills in, and your change came back as either quarters or Susan B. Anthony dollars or the gold dollars. They didn't give you dollar bills.
I have a couple of those somewhere.
I've got about $20 worth so far.
That's a fantastic idea. Where did you come up with such a great idea?
Well, Jerry.
Yeah.
When Jerry gave that dollar bill, I thought, well, I may give a dollar bill too, but I want to do, and he gave the peso. So I thought, well, I can't, I don't have, what can I do that's a little different but it was inspired by Jerry. I thought the gold $1 bills. I mean, the gold coins. They're not really gold, but they're gold color.
Yeah, they're golden color.
And I thought, well, that'll go along good with the dollar bill that you gave him.
I probably have told this story before, but the 1 peso coins fit as a quarter in the vending machines in the States. So I probably told you the story about what happened to me where I kept hitting the vending machine using the 1 peso coins. And then finally I get approached by a police officer who says, so you're the one that's been doing that. The vending machine owner is complaining that somebody is ripping them off because they keep putting those 1 peso coins in the machine. And he goes, could you do me a favor and not do that anymore? And I was like, I was so embarrassed. I'm like, busted. So I said, next time I see him, I'll give him a $20 bill. So he come by to fill up the machine. I gave him a 20. I said, I'm so sorry. He just broke out in a great big smile.
He got his money back. I'll tell you something else. I'm thinking about getting if I can get it before I go.
Oh, so bad.
I want to see if I can get the new quarters.
Yeah.
I think they're coming out with one celebrating their 250th anniversary of the United States.
Oh, that'd be really cool. Very cool.
If I can get those before I go, I'll get those as well. So that'll be my gifts there. I don't know if I'm taking any food like chocolate and stuff. I don't know how well it will last in the flight. And then, so I doubt if I take chocolate. If I give chocolate, I'll probably just buy it over there. But
they want U.S. chocolate.
U.S. chocolate, yeah. Not the Philippine chocolate. The Philippine chocolate, as you guys know, is made in Malaysia. It doesn't taste the same.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, but I just don't know how well you can take it from the States.
You can. It'll survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I filled a whole suitcase up with chocolate one time.
If I do that, I have to take a third suitcase probably, and that's an extra $100.
Yep, that's $100 right there.
That's right.
Whoa, that's expensive chocolate.
Yep.
So say plus I would have to buy the third one. I already have two.
Well, if you have room, but you probably don't.
I won't know until I pack my stuff up.
There's a restaurant in Ilongos that they will get balikbayan boxes full of Hershey's chocolate. So whenever we're down there in Ilongos, I always check in the restaurant. We eat lunch to check to see if they got a new order of American chocolate in there, a new order of Hershey's Kisses, and I'll buy it all up. Whenever I come walk in the door, they always know what I'm going to ask. They'll say, "Did you guys get any chocolate in?" That's smart of them. And of course, I pay double money for it.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
But you got to remember that you're also paying for the shipping, the cost of the chocolate, the shipping of the chocolate, plus their profit.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I just have to learn to give it away as opposed to eating half of it before I get around to giving it away.
Half?
That's the problem. That's the main problem I'm having.
Yeah, believe me, I understand that. The way I can control what I would eat of it is by the candy I don't like.
This is a fun topic. So, I mean, you were a hero then, Jerry, taking all that chocolate up there.
Yeah, well, it's only the only one that got chocolates was Tox. Everybody else got pistachios and other type of souvenirs, but Tox was the only one that got the chocolate.
Mike, if Mike is listening, sometimes Mike will chime in here. He's a friend of mine from the Bay Area. Mike and Cora that are going to be building a house soon in Buena Vista. If you're listening, can you pack a balikbayan box full of Hershey's Kisses, and I will send you the check and the PayPal. So sometimes he's here. He doesn't like, he doesn't make it known publicly that he's around. He's kind of a crude guy. Curses too much in the online and stuff like that.
Yeah, Mike says, did you know Hershey gave all his money to school? And did you know? Yes, I've heard that.
It's not Mike married, by the way. It's Mike married is such a gentle soul.
Yeah. But, no, Mike married just asked if we knew that Hershey gave all his money to a school. I heard that. And so, yeah. There was another guy, I'm trying to remember what it was, but he invented something.
What kind of school is that, Mike? Was that like the Kellogg school? Where he was into anal probing and all that stuff? Well, yeah. Have you ever seen it?
Kellogg was Hershey's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
It's Hershey, Pennsylvania. It's named after. But yeah. But yeah, like I said, I'm so looking forward to this trip finally. I've been checking out some T-shirts. I'm thinking about getting a long sleeve T-shirt that says, "What day is it? I don't care. I'm retired."
Huh.
or either that it's Monday. So what?
But as soon as you get off the plane in Cebu, they're going to know it.
Oh no, I'm talking about wearing here.
Oh, wearing it there. Oh,
Well,
I see.
Like once the day I retire, wear it under my shirt, go in, take the shirt off before I walk out, wear that T-shirt. I don't care what time it is. I'm done.
Oh my gosh. I've been fighting this morning with all the expats on the Philippine expat page. Man, what a bunch of crybaby keyboard warriors we have in that chat group. I think Tim's a member, but Tim isn't a crybaby keyboard warrior. He only interjects when he has something really important to say, and usually it's a one-liner, and so I appreciate Tim's comments when he's in there making a comment. But these jerks, they're going overboard about tourism in the Philippines. I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. Tourism is not the way that the Philippine economy works. They're not focused on tourism in the Philippines. Don't people understand that? Don't come here as a tourist. I don't recommend you do it. Come here to live. There you go. Yep. It drives me crazy, the clickbait videos that are going out. Tourists are fleeing the Philippines. Film at 11. Expats are running for their lives. Godzilla is coming. Anyway, I got that out now.
Yeah, I see them on YouTube, but I never really watch them.
Good. Don't watch them.
Yeah.
Because it's nothing but a bunch of clickbait.
Yep.
I was chatting with a guy who claimed to be a professor of economy, telling me that 1/3 of the GDP income that is generated by overseas Filipino workers is temporary income that has nothing to do with balancing the Philippine budget. What a moron. I said, don't go around telling people you're a professor of economics. Nobody's going to believe you when you spew that crap. The Philippines growth industry is exporting labor. Do you not understand that? It is their own industry. ABCM, hi. Where have you been?
Hey, ABCM. I just mentioned that I'm moving to the Philippines. I'll be leaving the States on the 18th of May, and I will arrive in the Philippines on the 19th of May. And I'm looking forward to it.
You're going to love it here, Larry. You're going to love it.
I would love it more if I was there right now. I hate winter.
Especially the changes, because in your mind, you'll be thinking of the last time that you were here. And so you're going to be, I think, very surprised at how things have changed.
Well, to really notice it, I'll need to go to Subic Bay, along the Olongapo area.
That's what I was going to recommend. You go to Subic Bay because it's an amazing journey.
Well, I will probably make it down there, but
you'll cry. I think you'll cry.
No, I'll laugh and cry.
Something, I ran into a guy who, after the first 10 minutes, this is his first trip back to Subic Bay. Minnie and I were walking around, and I just started talking to him about his life and his life's journey. And the guy was just amazed at the changes, and he just started crying right in the middle of the conversation.
Well,
he could not believe it. He could not believe that he was able to return and relive the journey, part of his journey.
Well, I watched a video on YouTube, and that was after I was there, but it was still basically like they had the walkway that you'd walk, and how you walk off the base into the city, and all that. So if I could relive that would be emotional.
You will. It's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. I'm so excited for you.
But like I said, that was many, many years ago, the last time I was there. And like I said, I was never in Cebu or Manila, so those things won't get to me like I think Subic would. Because I used to on the base, right off the base. It was part of the base. You could go out. And there was an islet that we would go out and go snorkeling from. A friend of mine and myself, we do that on a Saturday before we go out drinking, just to do something different. That's where I learned to snorkel, or skin dive, whatever you want to call it. Was in the Philippines, and I've not done a lot of it since I left. So I'll have to get back into swimming. And I'm not taking any diving gear with me. I'll take water shoes with me, but I mean there'll be regular shoes. So if you go hiking, regular water shoes. They're not going to be like for swimming. They're going to be for like hiking, where you walk through water, or you can go in the ocean and not worry about what you step on. But if I decide to start diving, then I'll have to get some flippers and a mask and a snorkel, and that's probably all I'll ever do is probably skin dive. I don't think I'd take up scuba at my age. I might. You never know. But
of course, I'm hearing there's a little more activity going on there than the last time Minnie and I were there.
Yeah,
but,
they got military showing up there now.
Well, a little bit, but it's not like those videos where they're showing 1 million troops landed on Subic Bay, landed at Subic Bay. It ain't like that.
No.
That's all a lie. That's all
couple hundred, maybe 1,000 total.
Yeah, if there's 1,000, I'd be surprised.
Maybe 1,000 total. And yeah, it could be most of the. I know the term is just not coming to my mind right now. Logistics. It'll be mostly logistics people. You know, to help set up your storage, your ammo, all your stores that you'll need. Mostly logistics. You know, the people will help you, and there's not going to be any permanent people stationed there. You'll have a ship that'll come in once in a while, however many people's on that ship. They'll be in for maybe a week or two, then I'm sure they'll be gone again. Then another ship may come in behind it. But there's not going to be somebody, this is our home port, we're going to be here for a couple of years. That's not going to happen, from my understanding. That's not going to happen, which I think is good. I mean, don't get me wrong, when I was there, we had a great time. But that was the wrong kind of economy for the Philippines, I think.
And for some reason, people can't accept the fact that Thailand's economy, they always want to compare Thailand to the Philippines. For some reason, they can't accept the fact that tourism in Thailand is down by 7 or 8% over last year, and it's affecting their economy in a terrible, terrible way. But here in the Philippines, since the focus has never been on tourism, it has very, very little impact on the growth rate of the Philippines, the economic growth rate. The GDP is always steadily growing at somewhere between 6.7% per annum. I don't know where people get the fact that things are falling apart here when the polar opposite is happening.
Tim says he was in logistics. But you know what I'm saying, Tim? That'll be the group that'll have the most people there for the longest. Will be people in logistics. But that'll only be probably a couple hundred people at most. And who knows how long they'll stay. It may be after, if they can, if they're going to do it, train the Filipino troops to do it, and then they can be gone.
I think in that contract there is a requirement that they have to put so many Filipinos to work.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a lot of jobs, I think, created.
Right.
But it's going to be for construction and then working in the stores and stuff. Because I do believe there will be a lot of Americans there, but not for any one of them won't be there for a long period of time. Like I said, a ship will come in, one will leave, and another one will come in. So you're going to have an influx, but it's only going to be a few hundred, I think, at a time, to up to maybe 1,000, or could be more if an aircraft carrier pulls in. That'll be more like 7,000. So
there you go. You have someone chiming in about Thailand. I'm in Thailand right now, and I prefer the weather here than the Philippines. Yeah, there is a big difference, I believe, especially when you're going, well, actually from north to south, there's a big difference in weather. I love Chiang Mai. I love that Chiang Rai area. And I also love southern Thailand. You know, for weather, you can't beat it. I'm telling you, you can't.
Tina Marie here. She's a Filipina who lives in Canada. Her and her husband.
Oh, I love it. Good for you.
Her son is in Japan. LV.
LV.
When I get a cold, my voice goes deeper.
The big winner of the piggy money.
But LV, you missed it. I'll go ahead and tell you as well. I'm leaving the 18th of May here from Albany, and I will be in the Philippines on the 19th of May. I'll be leaving early morning the 18th and arriving late night the 19th. And the 19th is the Filipinos 19th at night. And I've already got my rooms, two nights in Mactan. They're Mactan.
Mark your calendar, LV. Put it down on your calendar. Save the date.
Tim says it's cold today. It's 71 degrees.
Yes, weird weather. It is so weird. I'm telling you, it has been so cool lately, even where we're at in Leyte.
Well, we're at -3 Celsius right now.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
It's dropping down because it was only a -1 earlier. The other day it was minus. What was it? 8? -8 Celsius? And or was it -10? I think it was just 8, but it could have been -10. It was like
LB, you missed that part. Larry already talked about that. He's bringing you a gift.
Yeah, I'm bringing gifts. Hard to discuss what I'm bringing. There may be some more than what I've discussed, but there's at least a few.
Minnie wants one too. Minnie said she wants one too.
Well, when you guys meet up with me, I'll have it. Like I said, I'm bringing 2 large magnets, refrigerator magnets. One's of the state of New York, and the other one's the state of Indiana. My hometown's even on the state of Indiana shows my hometown. And I'd have to get up and get it. But and they're the shape of the states for those of. Then I'm bringing a dollar coin. It's gold. It's not gold plated, but it's gold colored. It's a $1 U.S. gold coin. It's not really gold. And then if they are out in time, I want to get the. I think they came up with a new because they've been designing quarters all the time with different designs, and I believe they're coming out with one for the bicentennial or whatever they call it. 250th anniversary, not bicentennial. That's only 200. But I'm going to get some of those and give those out as well. And
so it would be cool if they have those. If they have those with an image of MacArthur on it.
Well, like I said, whatever they have is what I'm getting. I mean,
I wonder if they have MacArthur. Hey, you're planning on going down to Davao, though, aren't you, and checking it out?
Eventually. But that's my first trip out of Cebu City off the Cebu Island is going to be to Dumaguete, Valencia area because it's so close. But I probably won't do that for a couple of months.
Tim is cracking me up.
I'm sorry, Tim. I can't afford to bring refrigerators.
Well, you can get refrigerators here.
Once.
You can buy the refrigerators here and pass them out for free. They're cheap.
I don't think so. I don't have your kind of money, buddy.
No. Listen, I'm broke right now. I'm broke. I spend it all for Christmas, New Year's, on the house. I need a break. I really do. You know that my crew, the construction crew, they decided they didn't want to come to work, after the holidays. So I have to get a new crew together.
Well, they made their money for Christmas. They want a time off now.
They got too drunk, I guess. But the problem, one of the interesting things about Filipino culture is that as long as you have a banana to eat, you're going to be okay. That's one of that it loses something in the translation to English, but there's a saying that says something like, as long as I have a rice and a banana to eat, we'll be okay. And so the focus of attention is more on spending time with family.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not about making money. They're not motivated by money like that. Only when it comes time to paying the bills. But as I was explaining, I've explained a lot of times to different people, it costs you money for every down day that you have. Yeah. And so I don't know if I need to explain the reason why, but.
Yeah, Tim says they don't plan on the future.
They don't plan on the future.
When I was younger.
Yeah,
that's why I'm so broke now. I did not plan on living this long.
Well, see, it's universal. Yeah. It's not just Filipino.
Well, you got to remember, my father went on total disability when I was about 12 years old.
Right.
And he always said if he was faking it, he could enjoy his retirement. But he couldn't enjoy it because he was totally he could not go anywhere without knowing where the bathroom was at. That was his problem.
Oh, Teacher Marie is making a good point. It's about day-to-day survival. But the thing I don't get is if you have 700 pesos on the table and it's just sitting there for you to grab, why aren't you grabbing it? That's what I don't get. In other words, if the opportunity presents itself for you to make money, why would you not grab the 700 pesos on the table as opposed to spending time drinking Red Horse and tuba wine? That's what I don't get. And singing karaoke.
Well, because they think it's more fun to do that.
It is more fun. And quite frankly, I'm no different than that, except I'm trying to build a house here. And so that means that I've got to be creative and work around the Filipino culture. And I'm not criticizing it. I'm puzzled by it, but a lot of people have said that, and there may be some truth to it, that's one of the many things. It's in the top 10 list of why the Filipinos are not advancing, to the degree that they should be, based on their available labor force and their young, educated age. They're 24 and they're highly educated people. Have you tried tuba wine yet, sir? Oh, I'll never go near it again. I can't drink tuba. The reason why is because I have to watch it being made. I don't trust the person making it. I have to be there, standing there, watching them make it. It's the fermentation process. That's the dilemma.
Yes.
How they choose to ferment it. So I'd have to be standing there watching them, and then I would drink tuba wine. Yeah, I did try it, and then I found out how that particular person made it, and then I never went and tried tuba wine again. Yeah. Tita says those are called 1 year millionaire short time satisfaction.
1 day millionaires. Oh yeah. Well, a lot of the people think Americans are as rich as they think we are. It's because
that's true.
Well, the reason
that's true. But you are. I mean, let's put the whole thing in perspective, Larry. The whole thing. The truth of the matter is that it costs 25% of what it costs in the U.S. to live here in the Philippines.
What I'm talking about, Dan, is you got these guys that go over there on vacation and they spend money like crazy, and they're broke by the time they go back home, and they save up again and do it all over again. But they're living above what their normal means would be if they were retired.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they're acting like they're 2-week millionaires or while they're there. But that makes a lot of Filipinos think that a lot of us are richer than what we are. I mean, we're rich compared to them. We're rich compared to them, or the average Filipino.
You're only going to know what you observe, and that part is true. I will admit that part is true.
But like I said,
getting back to the original point, which I think is important, and that is that That would mean that if you make the average salary of an American, which is somewhere around $52,000 per year, then you just knock off 75% of it, and that's what you need in order to live in the Philippines comfortably. So basically, what it means is you only need something like $1,000 to $1,200 per month in order to live comfortably here in the Philippines.
I have
And
the
so
1,200. I have the
that
1,200.
does make you rich.
No,
That
I'm
sort
not
of
saying-
does make you rich.
I'm not saying I'm not rich compared to them. I'm just saying I'm not rich as rich as they think I am. I would be.
Right.
Because of 2-week millionaires. I'm not saying I'm going to struggle. Now it depends. I would struggle in Manila on what I have, and I might struggle a little bit in Cebu. I don't know. But I know there's areas I can go and live very, very comfortably on what I got and save money.
Sure.
And that's what I'm looking for.
Sure.
But until I know what it takes to spend, and I won't know that until I get there and start spending the money, I don't know how much money I'll be able to spend per month doing other things. I got to figure out what my monthly needs are first.
Right.
Is it a 800? Is it 1,200? I got to figure that out, and then I can say, all right, I got this, and let's go in the middle. Let's say I need $1,000 to live as comfortably as I want to live if I don't go anywhere. In other words, pay my rent, pay for my electricity, go out to eat whatever as many times as I want, buy my food, have my internet, and all that good stuff. Where'd Jerry go?
Oh, he left.
No.
There he is again.
Having trouble with the.
Oh, he dropped off.
With his picture.
Yeah, I'm having trouble with the picture.
All right. But anyway, so like I said, until I can figure out what it's going to cost me now he's gone. Until I can figure out what it's going to cost me per month, I got to be careful with my money. And plus, this is going to get done. And that's not going to be cheap. So when I first get there, I want to get my that bridge work and the implants taken care of. And so the first few months, I got to really watch what I'm spending. Then I can snowball it into maybe a more amount. Because even with the bridge work, I can figure out what my monthly need is. Because the bridge work is separate. I can separate that from my monthly cost. That's going to be a one-time cost. Whatever.
Well, we know a guy, an expat who's paying $60 a month rent for a room here in the Philippines, here in Bye.
Well, I'm sure that would not.
It's whatever your budget, whatever you want, whatever lifestyle you want, you can find here in the Philippines.
Well, I'm going to tell you the truth, Tim. I'm hoping to pay less than half. I don't think I'll be able to get by with 1/5. I'm lucky enough that where I'm at, although now I might be able to get down to a quarter, because my rent's going way up.
Jerry, see you, Jerry.
March. My rent's going to jump by $400 or more a month come March.
Oh, Tita Marie is asking a great question, I think.
I'm not going to have a girlfriend,
What are you talking about? Everybody has a girlfriend.
Not what
Even those that are married have a girlfriend.
No. I got my thing is I want to know where I'm going to live first.
That's part of the Filipino culture, my friend.
Well, I may find one, but I'm not looking for one. How's that?
All right, that's a nice way of answering it.
I'm not looking for a girlfriend right now. I want to find.
I hear Elvie is available. Yeah.
I know what.
LV.
I'm not looking to start a family, so I'm probably gonna have to go with the older women.
That's great. That's a great plan.
Like I said, I'm just not looking to start changing diapers and all that good stuff. And she goes, "Oh, sir, Dad, what the fudge?"
No, I don't think that. I think they come here for cheap rent, Tita Marie. Yeah, I mean, point made, but I mean, yes, of course that's got to be in the top 5, but I think people come
I
here
think
because
it's probably the top 3. Being
yeah, it's
honest,
probably in the top 3, but cheap rent is number 1.
for me, actually, number 1 is the rent. Number 2 is the weather. I am sick and tired of winter. Number 3, that's kind of floating around what that's going to be. Because it's it's when I first get there.
LV.
Tina Marie's son's in Japan.
Oh.
But anyway, so you take the weather and the rent, the people, and the relaxing lifestyle. It's going to be. I don't know. How should I say this? I don't know how long it will take me to get over thinking I'm on vacation.
Oh, that is rough. I'm just thinking about that. Yeah, you have to be. Yeah, I think that it's going to take a while. Maybe even a month.
Yeah, I think what it's going to be is, even though I know I'm retired, I think it's going to be that lifestyle or that mindset. Well, how long is this going to last before I have to go back to work? And there's going to be that euphoria of being in a new place.
But you got to set it up so. I mean, I never thought of that myself. Well, it is a mental. It is a yeah. You're right about that. It is a mindset, and well, so. But I never.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
I never thought of it. My mindset. I guess I was made for retirement. I guess I was made to retire. I guess.
Well, you got to remember, I've been working off and on since I was 15 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about cutting grass, raking leaves, shoveling stones. I started doing that at 10. I'm talking about actually going in, punching the clock, and working. And like I said, the first job I got hired at, it was the first job I got fired from. The next job I got hired at, I was there until I quit to go in the Navy. Then I was in the Navy for years.
Larry, can I interject something here about LV? LV, I hope you're not offended by me saying this, but you do realize that you're hot, right? And you're very attractive. Most men would find you to be very, very attractive. So you do realize that.
I hope she realizes it.
Yeah, I hope she realizes it. She's hot, like on fire. Like you can't get too close to her because you're going to burn yourself.
But, Tina Marie didn't realize you were already retired, Dan. Tina Marie didn't realize that.
Oh, yeah.
Dan's been retired for a couple of years now.
Yeah, I think it's been 3, I think.
Yeah. Now, Dan retired younger than myself. He's still younger than myself.
Yeah. Only by a year and a half or so.
Yeah. But that's still younger.
A year and a half, which I guess it counts when you get up to our age.
Yeah. It's just like when you're kids. When your kid a year and a half or two makes a difference.
Yeah.
11 is a lot older than 9 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a lot younger than 13.
LV's such a kidder. You're such a joker, LV.
But,
oh, that's great, Tina Marie. Are you from the States? Did you work there?
No, Canada. She's from Canada.
Were you a nurse? Were you a nurse, Tina Marie?
She's from Canada.
Are you Nurses Returning Home member?
Nope.
I'm just curious. I'll go into your channel. I'll check it out. I'll subscribe.
Tim says he's a youngster compared to you.
That's right. I'm a cute little thing, Sir Dan. That's what. Yes, you're cute. Exactly. Cute as a bug. Yeah.
What's that? She's the bee's knees.
That's right. She's such a joker.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I said, it just. I may be over the ideal of am I really retired before I go there because I'm going to go back to Indiana in April. I'm going to retire, and the exact date's not nailed down on this one yet, but I'm going to retire somewhere around the 2nd of April. Then I'm going to sell off all my furniture, get my apartment cleaned up. Then I'm going back to Indiana for about, depends on when I leave, up to 3 or 4 weeks. Then I'm coming back to New York. I'm going to visit my nephew and my oldest brother. My oldest brother-in-law up in Batavia, New York. Then I'll come back down to Albany, and I'll sell my car, and then make my trip out of here. So.
Oh, Tita Marie, if you could survive Canada, you can survive any place in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Her and her husband spent about 6 months in Canada and about 6 months overseas.
Nice, very nice. That's a nice life.
They're going to be in Leyte in mid-March, Dan.
Oh, we'll have to hook up. We'll have to get together.
Yeah, Dan's in Bye-Bye.
I'm in Bye-Bye. Where are you going? Tacloban? Maasen? All parts in between? I like the island of Leyte, I tell you.
I do plan on visiting Leyte.
Yeah.
But like I said,
it's a nice place.
Ormoc, going to Ormoc.
You're just going to be up the street. Ormoc, what? That's just up the street. What are you talking about? That's easy to meet up in Ormoc. Yeah, we can meet up at the Bo's Coffee Shop or Kenny Rogers or any place, I love Ormoc City.
Tim's right. Batavia should be free of snow by then. Batavia, yeah. I don't know if you know, Dan, Batavia is about halfway between Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. They can get snow from either direction.
Oh, my goodness.
By the way, I lived in Batavia for a while. Then right outside of Batavia, Leroy is right outside of Batavia. It's a little closer to Lake Ontario, but it's not that far from Lake Erie either. But that's where I lived at before I moved down here.
But it's nice. I like the idea of going back and forth to the States. It's starting to grow on me. So I'm going to wait for the real estate market to crash in the West, which should happen the later part of 2026. I'm thinking. So. Well,
see, now there's a difference in income. I can't think that way.
Yeah. I mean, Southern Texas, not too far from where Jerry is, the real estate's very reasonably priced. I checked it out. It's very, very reasonably priced.
Tina Marie
you're going to be meeting the vloggers in Leyte, that once a year thing with what's his name from Japan. Yeah, he's an interesting fellow. How come his YouTube channel hasn't blown up to 1 million views? I just wonder about that. Anyway.
I agree with it. But
you'll be meeting with well, I haven't talked to a lot of them in a long time. For some reason, I don't really know why.
I didn't know that, Tim. He says his aunt donated the land.
I didn't know you're from a very wealthy family, Tim. Kick us down a few bucks.
Yeah, really.
Even if it is in Canadian dollars.
Batavia's in New York State. That's not Canadian. His aunt's in the United States.
Is that upstate? Upstate?
I'm trying to figure. That's Western New York, I believe. That's considered Western.
Oh, okay, Western New York. Wow.
Like I said, Batavia's in between Rochester and Buffalo.
Is it anywhere near the horse race track of Schenectady?
No.
Oh.
I'm close to Schenectady.
Yeah.
But no, that's.
I know you're close. Yeah, you're.
Batavia's about 3.5, about 4 hours away.
Headed towards Pennsylvania?
Yeah, headed towards
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
I gotcha.
It's if you follow 90, Batavia's right off of 90, almost halfway between Rochester and Buffalo.
Mm.
It's almost dead center.
Well, you know the best thing about Buffalo, right? Niagara Falls.
Been there many times.
I do apologize for the Buffalo joke. I always say that one whenever I get a chance.
But like I said, I've been to Niagara Falls many times.
Was it frozen? Does the water still flow when it's frozen?
Well, I really try not to go up there during the winter. Although I have done that a couple times, and the times I was up there, yeah, it was still flowing. But
I was there. I was there in the wintertime. Took a cab ride from Buffalo to Niagara Falls. Went over there, took a look at the water, and then said, "That's all there is to it." And then turned around and came back.
Well, the first time I went to the falls was in March. I brought my second oldest sister, one of them that passed away, up to New York to see our oldest sister, who's the other one that passed away, back in the early 80s. Might have been late 70s, but anyway, I brought her up here because it was spring break. So, no, it had to been 80s. And so my sister insisted we go to the falls, my oldest sister. She loved being the family tour guide of Niagara Falls. And so we went there. It was cold, but it was nice. I always recommend to people that if you're on the American side, if you're going to go to the Niagara Falls, go the American side first. It's nice. But once you go to the Canadian side, that's a whole lot nicer than the American side. Now, the American side did not gear towards tourism. The Canadian side did. And so there's a lot more.
Oh, that's interesting to know. That's duly noted. I don't think I'll ever go to Buffalo again, though, or Niagara Falls. Hey, Tim, Buffalo foods. My dad used to say buffalo balls were the tastiest meal he's ever had. Is that true, Tim? Anyway.
Remember now, the hot wings came from Buffalo. That's where they originated at. They originated, according to legend, it was the Anchor Bar in Buffalo that first served hot wings. Buffalo hot wings. That's why they're called buffalo wings, because it came out of Buffalo.
I didn't know that. Huh.
Oh, yeah. That is why they're known as buffalo wings, because the wings originated, the hot wings originated in Buffalo, New York.
And the rest is history.
Yeah. Now, beef on wick. Yeah, I like beef on wick. Wick is a type of bun. And don't forget your salt potatoes.
Of course, everything is known as beef here in the Philippines. They call everything here beef.
The beef on wick is really good in Rochester, Buffalo area. Like I said, they have what they call salt potatoes. That's their little small potatoes, and they're salted. Yeah.
Sounds yummy.
Oh, it is. It is yummy. And Italian sausages, you can walk around during the summer months. A lot of times you'll have these outdoor grills grilling up sausage sandwiches and with all that stuff. But you can find that in Batavia occasionally. You'll find one place out there.
Yeah. You know what's very difficult to find here? What's very difficult to find here is real sirloin beef. You know, ground sirloin beef to make hamburgers out of. That's a very difficult thing to find here.
You probably have to go to S&R or Landers.
American beef, you know, and then it's always frozen.
S&R or Landers.
Yeah, but it's always frozen and pumped full of water.
Hormones.
Yeah. So
hard to find organic.
Yeah.
That's why I probably won't eat that too much, because I'm going to try to get there. I'm going to try to go more organic, because here you go organic, you paid an arm and leg for it.
You know what's confusing? Why do McDonald's hamburgers taste the same all over the world, no matter where you go. Because I've eaten McDonald's hamburgers in a lot of different countries, and they all taste the same. Delicious.
I'm going to be honest with you. I cannot comment. I don't think I've had McDonald's anywhere but the United States. And I've been to Canada. I never ate a McDonald's in Canada, you know. And they weren't in the Philippines when I was there.
Of course, now they're everywhere. They compete with Jollibee.
Tim says most beef is Australian beef.
Yeah, and it just does not. I don't know. It just doesn't taste. It's not tasty to me. You can doctor it up. But they stopped carrying American beef in the metro market. They stopped doing it. They were carrying it. They were carrying all kinds of delicious things in there, and then they stopped. Not enough of people, I guess, are buying it. I'm not sure. So I suggested, well, if you could freeze it and put it in the frozen food section, but don't pump it full of liquids like you guys do. Just import it, freeze it, put it over there in the frozen food section. We'll buy it. Yeah. I don't understand that. I don't know how to do that. I'll suggest it to the manager, but I doubt if it gains any traction.
Yeah.
But we do have some guys that do a really good job in town of making the beef, Australian beef, taste like American beef. And they always keep it a secret. They won't share it with anybody. I don't know what they're putting in there. Tim is saying McDonald's imports everything they sell. Well, that makes sense. That way
they control the quality of the food.
Right. They have to be able to control the quality. It has to be consistent because people expect that McDonald's taste no matter where you are.
Now, have you been to Burger King over there?
Have I been what? Say it again.
Burger King.
Yeah, I've been to Burger King. I love it. I will take Burger King over McDonald's. Same thing. You could get the flame broiled burger. It tastes exactly like it does in the States. As a matter of fact, right there on Mango Avenue at Maxilam, when you're in Cebu, you won't be too far from it. Just take the Jeep, head down to Burger King. Tell them you want to go to Burger King. They'll drop you right off at the front door.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Burger King, the fast food burger joints, Burger King's my favorite. Although I haven't tried Jollibee's enough to know. Like I said, I've only been to Jollibee's once. That was in New York City. I had the spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh, I'll tell you what. They do a good job on that spicy chicken sandwich. But I'll tell you what. Here in the Philippines, they just came out with that double cheesy burger. It is absolutely delicious. Rivals any kind of burger that I've ever had. If you get into Jollibee here, you want to ask for the special double cheeseburger. Sometimes they'll tell you it's out of stock because they don't have cheese. So instead of saying, oh, we don't have cheese, it's out of stock, you say, well, can I have just the regular special double burger without the cheese? You have to actually be more specific. And then they'll say, oh, yeah, we got that for you. Yeah. So Burger King burgers and then get McDonald's. Oh, Tim, that's a home run statement right there. He's right about that. Tim is
shake.
Yeah, he knows. He knows that's how you have to do it. I agree 100%.
I agree. They got good shake. Actually, for me, being in Cebu, I do believe they got one. I want a Dairy Queen shake.
You know, something strange is going on at the Dairy Queens in the Philippines. You know that here's the first irritant. The first thing that bothered me was when I went up to them and I said, can I have a 39 peso cone, please? I said, oh, sorry, sir. We're out of stock on the cones. I said, but it's on the menu. They said, oh, sorry, sir. We're no longer serving cones. What? I said, so what do you guys do? Put the 39 peso cone inside a cup. Oh, but if we do that, it's 69 pesos. So that's what you guys are doing. It's a scam. does Warren Buffett know about this? I'm sending him an email because you guys know that you have to abide by the franchise rules. And so if you're deliberately not selling the cone because you're not making profit. Oh, Tim, this happened to me at Dairy Queen at SM Clark. Go over there and try and order a cone. They will not sell it to you. They're going to say, oh, all we have available are the cups, and they're 69 pesos. It irritates the hell out of me. Sorry
that would happen to me one time, and I wouldn't order again, but I would order the shake. Because the shake,
yeah,
as long as they make the shake, that's basically what I want is the shake. Unless I want a hot fudge sundae, then it's going to be in the cup anyway.
You know,
they make those.
The shakes are delicious over there, Larry, as you know. They're delicious.
And another, I don't know if they have these there or not, but I like A&W root beer.
They have A&W root beer. They do.
Root beer stands?
No.
Okay.
They have A&W root beer in the can.
No, I'm talking about the root beer stands. Remember, Dan, I told you about my first job I got hired, the first job I got fired was at A&W root beer stand.
Now, why did you get fired? I can't remember the reason why you got fired, though.
Because I was a mouthy SOB and a young kid.
Oh, I once called a server a bitch when I was working in the.
No,
I got fired. Right on the spot, they fired me. I said, "You're a bitch." Dan, can I see you in the office, please?
It was one of the owners that I got into it.
Oh, not the owner.
It was a husband and wife couple that owned it.
Yeah.
And, I was 15, and my parents went to Texas, so my grandparents was watching me. And I was
Tita Marie is saying they have Tim Hortons there too. Yeah, I love Tim Hortons, but they're hella expensive to go into Tim Hortons. Hella expensive. I have to have a whole pocket load of money when I go into Tim Hortons because I'll be spending it.
I have to get up around Batavia to get to Tim Hortons. There's nothing down here where I'm at.
Yeah.
We have Starbucks. We have Dunkin' Donuts, but no Tim Hortons.
Starbucks is all over the place in Cebu. Just like any place in the world. There's a Starbucks on every street corner.
Well, I got a Starbucks gift card that you can refill, and I refilled it so many times they gave me one with my name on it. One of these.
That's cool. That's cool.
Let's see if I can.
Tita Marie says that Tim Hortons is cheaper than Starbucks. Honestly, I've never made that comparison. I'm taking your word for it. Look at that. You got the gold card from Starbucks.
It's got my name on it. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's cool, man. You got the gold card.
Yeah. I got it.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
One of my nephews gave me the gift card.
Now, Tim Horton is the hockey player, right? Is he still alive? Tim Horton is the hockey player, right? National
he was a
champion. Yeah.
I don't know if he's still alive or not. But yeah, he was a hockey player.
But isn't Tim Hortons now owned by an American company?
I
believe so. Yeah. I believe that they are. It's part of the American invasion of Canada.
Now that card I got, I'm going to have to use it up because my understanding is not good outside of the United States.
It is not. I tried it.
Yeah.
You're exactly right.
And I got but yeah, like I said, when I was living in Batavia, Leroy area, they had Starbucks, and I would go into the Target store. Tim Horton died in 1974. Tim says,
"May he rest in peace."
Yeah, but
did they bury a stick with him, Tim? Did they bury him with a stick? Oh, he's passed. Bought out by the group company who owns Wendy's.
Okay.
Now everything is going to go to hell in a handbasket.
Anyway,
no, I actually like Wendy's, but same thing. They're kind of on the high end. You know, but you'll find Wendy's also in the Philippines.
Wendy's got good chili. I like Wendy's chili.
Oh, I've always liked Wendy's chili. That's a good point. They're known for the chili.
Chili and the Frosty.
Yeah. The Frosty, only when they're on sale. Otherwise, they're too expensive. They don't call me low budget Dan for nothing.
Well, here in the States, they got like $1 Frosty. I might have gone up a little bit, but it used to be $1. It was a small Frosty, but you can get it for $1.
Well, you know what happened? I once ordered one through the drive-thru, right? And then I get up there and they get a huge cup and they say that'll be $9.95. I said, excuse me, I have an appointment. And I drove off and the guy was yelling at me. He was yelling at me through the window and threw the dang ice cream cup at me. Is that right? Is that right? I don't think that's right that a Wendy's drive-thru worker should throw an ice cream cup just because I drove off and didn't pay for it.
You didn't take it?
I decided I didn't take it. I decided I didn't want it. It's too expensive. I said, that's too expensive. That's what you ordered. I said, see you later. Enjoy your ice cream. He threw the cup at my car.
No, I rarely go through drive-thrus. I usually go in. But I have gone through drive-thrus. Most of the time,
Are you reading this, Larry?
What's that?
What Tim just said? They buried Tim Horton in his Pantera. Let's go dig him up. Let's go dig him up, Larry.
Well, since 74, there's a good chance that car's kind of rusty now.
We'll restore it. We'll give it to the American Restoration guys.
That's too much work.
Did you get my joke? We'll give it to the American Restoration guys. I kill myself. I don't know where I come up with it. I'm full of it for sure.
You're full of something.
I can hardly stop laughing.
Well, they say it's a sign of intelligence if you laugh at your own jokes.
I don't think that's the case with me.
I was trying to be nice here, Dan.
All right. Stop with the Canadian jokes already. We love Canada. They're going to be the 51st state.
And the 52nd. It'll be the 51st and the 52nd. Come on.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
T says it hasn't been a Timmy's for years. Quality of service sucks. They don't speak English and the employees are filthy. Well, at least the ones I go to in Batavia aren't that way. But no, they don't have the Starbucks anymore at Tim Hortons. I mean,
I thought Tita Marie was describing Montreal for crying out loud.
Hey, I gotta fly through Montreal. Wait till
it's okay. They don't allow me into Canada anymore. You know, one too many DUIs. That whole incident with the Canadian Mounted Police, you know, is still on my record. Oh well.
Lucky enough, I don't have that. So
that's another country we have to tick off the list.
I haven't been there since they required a passport or a what do they call it? Enhanced driver's license. I have a passport. I haven't been up there in a long time. She's 3-hour drive from Montreal.
Well, we won't hold it against you, Tita Marie. We like you.
And Tita Marie, I have been to Vancouver, Canada first, and then I went to Toronto, Canada, and then later on I went to Montreal. Not Montreal, excuse me. Montreal. I thought about going to Quebec, but I didn't make Quebec.
Tita Marie, you know, I toured McGill University in Montreal one time, many years ago. I really like it there. And it's close to Vermont. It's close to the Vermont border too. So I like Vermont, you know. I like Montreal, McGill University. I mean, you get into McGill, you're doing something, you know?
So I enjoyed all three cities. Now the thing about Montreal, they got that underground way you can get from one place to another underground.
I love it.
If you had to go to Canada during the winter, that would be the place to go.
Yeah.
They got where they connect to some of the hotels. You can go down and never put your coat on, go shopping, go back and never go outside.
Oh my gosh. Montreal is such a beautiful city. That's the God's honest truth.
So is Vancouver.
Yeah.
And Toronto's not bad, but the prettiest U.S. city I ever seen. Now I remember this back in the 70s, so I can't testify to it today, but was Seattle, Washington. Was a gorgeous city back in the 70s. But like I said, we're now in the 2000s, you know, so who knows?
Things have changed, you know, all those cardboard boxes.
Yeah, we're talking almost
lying in the streets. Yeah.
We're talking almost 50 years ago, the last time I was in Seattle.
But a lot of people from Seattle, they migrate south to Sacramento during the winter.
Well, yeah. They're snowbirds.
Yeah, they're snowbirds. Yeah, and they migrate south. So Sacramento deals with those people in the off season.
Yeah.
You know?
My parents were snowbirds, but they would go to Texas from Indiana. And the only reason my father could do that was they had a camper, 30-foot pole, had the bathroom.
Yeah.
I said he had to know where our bathroom was at. You know, well, because like I said, he pulled a bowel out of place which controls your bathroom movements. And he lifted something wrong. He was a truck driver cross country. He went from 258 pounds down to 150 in 3 months.
Wow. Holy smokes.
Oh, yeah. And after that, he never worked again. He was only 47.
Wow.
And so,
you know, Tina Marie, she's saying that most of the Canadian cities, the major ones, are right near the border, and that makes them easier to annex.
Yeah, she said she used to go to Seattle bar hopping when she lived in Vancouver.
You know, I hear that's the bomb. I hear that's the thing to do. You know, when you're in Seattle.
Now, Tina Marie. Now, when I was going to Seattle, I was across the Puget Sound over to a place called Bremerton, Washington. That's where the naval base was at. Although there was one in Tacoma as well, and I was in that base for only a month. But most of the time, I was either in Bremerton or at the end when I got out, I was down in a little place called Pacific Beach, Washington. That was shore duty. There was only about 110 of us there. You had to have a security clearance to be stationed at that base. And so I had a low-level security clearance, but that's where I was stationed at when I got out. It's like 110 people right on the coast. If you ever see that John Wayne movie, I want to say McHugh. He was a Seattle cop. The beach scene, where the beach scene where they had the chase on the beach, that was Pacific Beach, Washington.
Dang, I haven't thought of that movie in a long time. I'm going to see if it's available to watch on YouTube for free.
Yeah, probably is.
That was a good movie. That was a great movie.
Yeah, his green, what she called his green monster or his green something, and his partner was killed, and they start driving down the coastal highway, and some drug dealers are chasing him, and so he pulls off that railroad underpass that they went under. They went under the railroad tracks. That's at the very end of the base I was stationed at.
Wow. I'll go look for that scene if I'm lucky enough to find that movie. But you know, I could watch a movie 10 times and still forget it and then watch it the next time as though it's the first time I've seen it. I don't know why I'm like that. I just am.
I can't do that.
I'll watch it and I'll go, wow, this is a great movie.
I wish I could do that, but I can forget that I watched a movie, and before that movie's even halfway done, I remember the whole movie.
My wife tells me I've seen Aladdin 148 times.
Well, you'll remember it after the 149th. All right.
I've seen Bambi more times than that, Larry.
I haven't seen Bambi, and that Bambi may be long enough ago that I might not remember it. I mean, I hadn't seen that since I was a little kid. Same thing with
my mom. Yeah, my mom used to call me Thumper.
I remember Thumper.
Yeah.
But
all right. Well, I gotta get out of here because I gotta go check out my guys. I got 2 guys that are working today. They're the finishing crew. At least they stuck with me. I got to go out there and I got to see what they're up to. So it's been fun. It's one of the funnest shows ever. Especially congratulations on cementing down your journey to the next chapter in your life.
Bye, Tim. All right, everybody's starting to leave, so I'm going to go ahead and close this one down. Thanks.
All right, should I hang on? Should I hang on until you close it out, or should I get out of here?
That's fine with me either way. I'm going to just shut it down.
How do I exit?
There you go. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. You know my itinerary now. I will be in the Philippines on May 19th. It'll be late in the night. I'm leaving here on early the 18th. So I'm looking forward to making my trip over. I'm looking forward to my retirement. And if anybody's still there, thank you for coming. I want to wish you all a good day and a great day in the Philippines, a good night here in the States. Remember now, take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And have fun. So remember, everybody, take care. Bye.